What's up you guys, After Reaction. Today I'm going to be reacting to some more Supernatural. This is season 14 episode 2 titled Gods and Monsters. Let's get into it.
Little of this, little of that, and yes, good boy.
You experimenting? Isn't this what Asmodeus was doing though? He was hitting on Grace
Disappointing.
to like superpower himself.
All right. Who's next?
It looks like a knife that Mace has.
You need me to stay here and babysit Nick and Jack.
It's not babysitting, Cass.
Only in the sense that they're not infants, but they both have to be supervised. Jack is lost without his Grace, and Nick, he's just a mess.
Well, it's not his fault.
I mean, it kind of
Nick
is.
was housing. You know, he deserves a shot at rebuilding his life.
And yet
I mean,
every
he
time
said
look at him,
yes.
All I can see is the supreme agent of evil.
I'm not him, Castiel.
I know.
But you still can't look at me.
It's difficult. You don't remember all the things that you did in his thrall, but I do.
I know. I don't get it. I don't understand why I would do something like that. I don't get how I would let Lucifer possess me.
Manipulated you into saying yes. Because of your family.
You were in a lot of pain. And Lucifer saw vulnerability and he exploited it.
Is that what you tell yourself so you can be near me?
I guess so.
Just don't know what kind of pain would make me allow Lucifer to possess me.
You don't remember.
It was your family.
Sarah and Teddy.
I remember that. I remember this quite well.
It's you, Nick. You're special. You're chosen.
Nick, I need you to say yes.
And yes.
Oh my God. Who could do that? Who could do that?
These are just some of the victims. More in the hall, a couple in a storeroom. We don't usually see this kind of action in Duluth.
The injuries all pretty uniform.
Yup. The boys upstairs think maybe we're looking at a spree killer.
If they were DOA, do you have an ETA on TOD? Any sample DFA? DNA?
Frankly, we don't even know the precise cause of death. I mean, there were the neck wounds, of course, but there was also considerable internal trauma. So, excuse me.
Yeah, sure. DFA?
I've been fighting a friggin' apocalypse for 15 years. My FBI might be a little rusty.
All right.
Let's give them a quick once-over, see what they missed.
You know, I'm going to mention something. I see that they wanted to bring back, like, Bobby, but I feel like he's not our Bobby. Like, if you think about it, he doesn't really have the connection and ties that our Bobby did. Like, he was like a dad to Sam and Dean, and he doesn't really know Sam and Dean all that well in this. Like, this is not really him. And so it's kind of disappointing to me, in a sense, that, like, I just feel kind of like they're trying to cheat me. Like, here's the actor, you know, you like him. I don't know, I don't really feel as connected to him as I would if he was real Bobby. I don't know. Does that make sense? maybe doesn't make sense.
Angel kills for sure, and not grunts. We're talking 5-star smitings.
Knife slits in the throat. It doesn't appear they bled out.
Kept these people alive for a while.
Maybe these people aren't people. Looking at a vamp.
Same here.
Me too.
Why milk him if he's just gonna smite him?
And why is an archangel hunting vampires in the first place?
I thought there was supposed to be no vampires left.
Sorry. Excuse
I
me.
don't get it.
Did anyone come to claim or identify these bodies?
A young lady said she heard about the killings on the morning news, thought she might know one of the victims.
And?
She didn't. Then she disappeared. Never even gave us her last name.
Light reading.
I'm researching how long it takes Archangel Grace to replenish.
Well, Archangels being exceedingly rare, the data on that is woefully scant.
Books say it can take from a month to...
A century. Yeah. Complicating factor being your human component, which slows the process. Jack, mourning what you've lost. It's wasteful. Might be smarter to focus on what you still have.
You don't understand what I'm going through.
Yes, he does.
Yes, I do.
He lost his
Little.
grace.
At the time of the Great Fall, when the angels were banished from heaven, I lost what I thought was everything. I had no grace, I had no wings. I felt hopeless and useless.
What did you have left?
Well, I had Sam and Dean. But I had something else that was extremely helpful. I had myself. Just the basic me, as Dean would say, without all the bells and whistles. You know, Sam and Dean, they weren't born with their expertise. They've been at it since they were children. Failing, winning, developing over the years. Patience, persistence, those are skills too. The past, where you came from, that's important, but it is not as important as the future and where you're going.
This is a very nice talk. I like it.
Get out! I don't think so. Can't.
I mean, if Sam could fight off Lucifer,
You see,
why couldn't he fight off him?
I
Interesting.
owe you. So hang on and enjoy the ride.
Nick, are you,
Nothing. Nothing. There's nothing. There's no information. There's no mention of my wife and son past the year they were... When they died, there's nothing about the case being solved. Nothing.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
If I were around, I would have been on those cops every single day, Castiel. But I was out of my head with grief. I said yes to Lucifer. I was a coward, and now, don't.
Why did you do that?
Do what?
What went through your head just now?
I don't know, nothing. What are you trying to get at?
Even though he's departed, there may be some of his influence still within you.
Oh, come on, don't do this.
Lucifer may have inflicted more damage on your psyche than we suspected.
I don't have time for this. I'm not letting this go, Castiel. I'm gonna find out who killed my family.
Nick! And then what?
You're just gonna let him go? I don't know about that. You're supposed to be supervising them, Cass.
Detective, my wife and son were murdered in Pike Creek.
Oh, okay, so you're still here.
You're a police lieutenant in Pike Creek, Delaware. If you can't help me, who can? Hello? You know what a cold case is, Castiel? It's a case too unimportant for anybody to care about. My wife and son are dead. Gone. Forever. My life is gone with them, and nobody cares. These cops don't care.
Oh, I'm sorry. That sounds very difficult.
Difficult. Yeah, you know what's difficult? There's no evidence. There's no fingerprints, there's no DNA. I mean, how does that even happen? I mean, there was a witness who came forward and said they saw someone coming out of the house, and then they said they didn't see
Maybe it was
anything at all,
Lucifer.
and the case
Maybe
died.
you just killed your family so that
Everything else.
you'd say yes.
Nick, you, on the other hand, you've been given a second chance.
Or got demons
not
to do it or
dead.
something.
You don't understand.
No, I do.
Oh, because your body was stolen?
Because I am occupying someone else's. All angels have to in order to walk the earth. This was Jimmy Novak.
Occupied. Sounds like a cleaned up way of saying steal.
Well, not necessarily. He said
Jimmy? Is
he
that
gave
his
it to him.
He all right with that?
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Was.
Saved his
Jimmy's dead.
daughter.
Castiel. You're just a stone cold body snatcher. You're no different than Lucifer.
No, he's different. He saved his family's life.
I need to look in on Jack. You know, in all my thousands of years, what happened to Jimmy Novak? His family. My greatest regret. Mrs. Klein?
Yes?
I'm a friend of your daughter, Kelly. My name is Jack.
So is mine.
I know.
Well, please, come in.
I was in the area and wanted to say hello. Thank you. Kelly always had such nice things to say about her family.
So how did you know our Kelly? Through work?
She basically gave me my start.
So you were like her intern.
Took you under her wing. That's just like her. We haven't heard from her in a long time.
Well, she went traveling, but she couldn't tell us where.
She really couldn't.
So it was part of her government work, classified and all that.
Is that her?
6th grade. She won the spelling bee. Chrysanthemum was the winning word.
Lucky. We grew them in the yard.
Forgive me, but Kelly told us she was pregnant. We didn't push for details. We felt she'd tell us more when she was ready.
She had the baby. A boy.
We have a grandson.
You do. And
Are you talking
in
to
the
him?
time I spent with her, she was an amazing mother. Her son loves her very much.
Oh, I can just imagine.
She would sing and talk to him even before he was born. She made him feel safe and wanted. I heard her tell him that it isn't fate or her or his dad who sets his path, it's himself, who he chooses to be.
I know it's nutty, but Jack Harry, he kind of looks like her. See?
I don't think he looks like her,
I
but
don't know. But I hope someday to have a little of her courage and purpose. I didn't mean to intrude.
Oh, no, not at all.
I had to meet you.
If you see Kelly, tell her we miss her.
I will. I miss her too.
this was sweet.
Jack, what were you thinking taking that kind of a risk?
No, it wasn't a risk.
To go out there alone? Jack, you have been on the radar of every angel and demon and power broker in creation since the day you were born, and I'm sorry, but you're not exactly yourself.
Weak and defenseless, you mean?
I mean that the possibility of capture is real.
I heard what you were saying, Cass, about me finding out where I came from. I never knew my mother. I thought the next best thing might be for me to meet the only real family that I have left. That is not...
Hey, that's not your real family. This is your real family.
Did it help? You didn't tell them who you were, did you?
Of course not. Have you heard from Sam? Did they find Michael?
Yeah, they think so.
So they're gonna try and kill him.
No, the plan is to subdue him using angel cuffs and spell work. You have to get Michael out of Dean.
And if he doesn't leave?
Then they'll try to drive him out.
And if that doesn't work?
Jack.
Cass, Michael has to be stopped.
I know, and
Jack
he will
Dean.
be. After Dean
No,
is...
Dean doesn't matter. You're also focused on trying to save Dean. And I get it, I understand, but if he can't be saved, if it comes down to him or Michael, Michael has to be stopped. Caged or killed.
And if that means that Dean dies too?
Then Dean dies. I know
No.
this, Michael. I've seen what he's done to an entire world, and so have you.
Okay.
If stopping that from happening here means that Dean has to die, then...
No.
Do you think he'd want it any other way?
I don't like this.
It is so good to see you after all these years. After that night, you just disappeared and I never knew what happened.
Yeah, after I lost my family, I couldn't stand being in that house one more minute.
Sorry.
Nick, I completely understand.
Do you?
I just hope these years have been healing and restful for you.
My whole family was slaughtered, Artie. There's no restful for me anymore. Best thing I can hope for is that I catch the monster who did it.
Well, sure, Nick, we all want that.
Do you, though, Artie? Because you said you got a good look at the man who left my house, and then you changed your story.
Well, I had to, Nick, because there was no man. I mean, in the heat of the moment, I guess, I thought I saw something. I wanted so much to help, but I was wrong.
That sounds really weird.
Is that the window you were looking out of? What made you look out, Artie? You hear someone scream?
I don't really remember.
The man you saw, was he rushing out or was he casual?
Nick, I told you that...
What, did he have a hammer? Because that's how the cops said he murdered my family. He smashed their skulls over and over with a hammer.
Nick, there was no man.
Artie. Who got to you?
What?
Somebody get to you?
No.
They pay you off?
I mean, no.
Were you just scared? Huh? Huh?
I just remembered wrong. That's all there is to it.
My family deserves justice. Do you understand me? I deserve justice. I'm gonna get justice. Do you understand me, Artie?
I don't know anything.
Oh, I think you do, Artie. I think you do.
Do you think Vamp Girl was lying about Michael hiding out here?
Not sure why she would. She has every reason to want him dead.
She wasn't lying about the slaughter happening here. Whole lot of dried blood on the floor.
Why was he killing him? And what does she mean by experimenting?
Don't look like he's here.
Werewolves! Silver bullets aren't working!
Well, that works.
Capitation always works. Except against Leviathans.
Everybody okay? Anyone get bit?
No.
I'm okay.
What the hell kind of werewolves were those?
Silver didn't touch him.
Sammy, it's me.
I don't believe you. Why would he just leave you? Seriously? 2 episodes? No.
Is it really you?
Yeah, it's really me.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay.
But you got Michael to leave.
No, I didn't. He just left.
Why?
I don't know.
So we got Michael Dean for less time than we got Deanman. Okay. Why are you covered in blood? The fuck? That's not right. What the fuck? Alrighty, well that was Supernatural, season 14, episode 2. Decent episode. So I'm a little bit disappointed in the Michael Dean stuff, or what he's just like experimenting on people, like monsters, and making them slightly stronger, I guess, and then he just leaves Dean. Why? I don't understand. I like what they did with Cass this episode. He did a really good job at like just speaking to everyone, and the conversations that he had with them were really nice. I like Jack's conversation with his grandparents. That was nice. I didn't like Jack's talk about like willing to sacrifice Dean. I feel like that's something Bobby would say, to be honest, because like Bobby doesn't really have that connection to Dean. But like Jack does, so the fuck. And what the hell's going on with Nick, man? That's a little fucked up. I am intrigued about like who killed his family? Was it like an inside job from like Lucifer and stuff, or what was it? But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.